Hi everyone. Wanted to record this video, and I feel like it's important because lately I've been having clients who would come to me and they all tell me the same thing. The old life is not interesting, the old relationships are not working anymore, or I feel like I don't resonate. Well, simply because old relationships, a lot of times, since now we are transforming basically and adapting to the new reality, because realities are split now, and those souls who chose to leave the game, that this game is no longer resonating with your inner understanding, with your consciousness level, because it's simply based on knowledge, understanding, feeling, and therefore you want to leave this environment. It's kind of like a bubble of reality, and you want to go from one bubble to another based on the consciousness level, on how you feel. And you probably feel that I just know a lot of you feel like old things that you valued are not of value for you anymore. Those of you who analyze every situation, understand that every situation came to you to be a catalyst of understanding how things work and what the pattern is, so you can change the pattern and you can improve your life therefore. And even those, and you probably feel that more and more you don't feel like doing much in this reality, since our body is still in this particular bubble of reality. It's still transforming and trying to adapt to the new rules of, we can call them rules of emotional and mental, different type of stability, because here is everything chaotic and unstable, and everybody's just running towards survival and pushed by survival programs, and we're moving to a different bubble of reality that is the catalyst of which is more like love for everything that is alive, and respect for every soul, and understanding that every soul sees the reality in different light and has different understandings, truths, and therefore we just here to experience it and not to judge. Not to judge is not the right word, because actually there's nothing wrong with judging. That's the new age thing. I'm trying to figure out what would be the word in English to describe for you to understand. So we kind of like put everything split into bad and good, and it is, because at the physical level it's really, when you're hurt, when somebody does something negative to you. And the thing is, when people wake up, the system throws a lot of false so-called awakened people, or somebody who you would call your teacher. People call them spiritual teachers, or somebody who gives you knowledge once you woke up, or when you're walking on the path of that unfolding the truth for yourself. I noticed there's so many, we can call them dark ones maybe, for the better understanding, right? Because we know there's no light, there's no darkness, there's just point of view of us. And I see myself, I go to my personal, I call it my office, and I see myself as up there, and it's just my big large energy. And my big large energy tells me, like, Oksana, you have to bear with me. The plan is set in motion. You're just like being pulled by the force of you yourself. I myself is pulling myself up out of this low vibrational reality. But to pull myself up, I need to work through my programs, right? And even I every one of you, and me included, still have some programs that are negative, that don't work in that new reality. And that's why most of the time we feel like staying home, or being on our own, not spending time with others, because our souls are pushing us to actually work on our inner self. Our souls are pushing us to analyze the whatever's happening, and it just happens, and then you have to analyze, figure out what kind of program you're running that this or that situation turned out this way, and then change the program or get rid of the program, or figure out what way you would act next time the same situation arrives into your reality. And then at some point you just feel like, hey, I'm just a projector. I'm projecting certain events into my certain people, certain events into my film that I'm living through, and those are simply for me, they're simply catalysts for my growth. So there's no bad or good event in your life, because it reflects who you are inside and what programs you have to work through inside of you. People are just like mirroring you yourself inside, and most situations, even those we consider negative, we created ourselves. If we, under one circumstance, if we don't have any attachments, entities, implants, that's what I remove in sessions, right? So when you're completely clean, you actually, as you start analyzing and digging deep into every situation that happened in your life, you realize that you actually created it to see something about yourself that is important to get rid of. Usually that is important to get rid of. And the old people who don't resonate with you, old circumstances, basically old life, the jobs, whatever you had before the moment of now are starting to fall off. A lot of people already lost their, have a lot of problems. So whatever systems we have in the old world, like financial, negative toxic people, negative toxic relationships that basically put obstacles on the way of us growing in our consciousness, they're not gonna feel good, and you're gonna kind of feel like, oh, I need to get rid of this and that. And also you're gonna feel more when you go in like grocery shopping or something like this, when there is a lot of people around. You're gonna feel more and more that, oh, I don't want to be around people anymore, I want to be by myself. And then the reason why we sleep a lot, and when a lot of people write to me the same thing, like they forget things a lot. I actually, my own experience, I went to the beach with kids, and I was about to, we swam, we had fun, and then it was time to go home, and I'm starting to search for my outfit in my bag to change. And then I asked my kids, like, do you remember what t-shirt and what shorts I was wearing? Like, I absolutely forgot what I was wearing. And that forgetfulness made me laugh, because my friend telepath from Ukraine, she told me the same thing. She said that she started having memory loss a lot, and she forgets what day it is, or what month it is, where she put what, whether she had breakfast in the morning or not, things like that. And it's happening to a lot of people. So because the reality is, as I see it when I close my eyes, it's shattering, right? And when it's shattering, the frequency of shatter grows. It's crescendo. It's crescere in Italiano. In Italian is to grow. So it's growing in its frequency, and it's gonna reach its hot point when everything is gonna look like absolute chaos everywhere you look. But that's why we are preparing ourselves to stay in the middle of in the eye of the hurricane, so we can just be observers and not participators of that chaos, participants of that chaos. But I just wanted to support you basically and tell you that if you feel like you are lonely, alone, like nobody understands you, like all the people are like weird, you know, and don't resonate with you, and it's hard to deal with anybody, and you want to be on your own, you want to be in nature and on your own, because that's when you feel clean, that's when you don't feel like somebody's draining your energy, because right now is the time when the low vibrational forces, alien groups, entities are activated, the highest of the high, and they want to do something to you so you don't transition, right? You don't activate, you don't get rid of the negative programs, you don't grow in consciousness. There's going to be a lot of masters, a lot of people on YouTube who will try to take you on a wrong road, right? Divert you from the right path you are walking on. And just be aware that in the matrix, I see like the programs are throwing negative dreams, negative thoughts, negative situations, people, videos, whatever it is, on the way of the most consciously advanced people who are almost there in that new reality. And so be aware of that and be very cautious and careful. I know you don't have fear, but you know, analyzing and being aware, it makes wonders, and it really helps to prevent these situations happening to you when you are misled, or you know, or you're given the wrong information, because they also have these ways of technology to almost hypnotize you into taking their course, doing their you know, things that they want you to do, follow their meditations, which a lot of the meditations are actually rituals as I see them. So just be careful with all of it, and don't pay attention to any little like feelings in your body, like weird feelings, to the point sometimes I feel like cracking in my neck or some little pains here and there. And when I look at it from an energetic point of view, I see how my body is restructuring inside. It's the atoms are expanding and getting bigger and absorbing more of my soul's energy. So like if you could put only this much of a percentage into this body of your soul before, now you can put much more. So from your bigger you pour more energy into this body to help you transition into this other bubble of reality, which Dolores Cannon called New Earth. You can call it whatever you want, it's up to you. You're a creator being. You can make up any terminology for yourself to explain how it works. You can also make up your own personal pattern, or I mean, I don't want to say ritual, but you know, you can hug tree every day and say, and talk to a tree and say that this tree cleanses you and helps you cleanse your thoughts, your mind, helps you advance in your consciousness, you know, and it would work. For me, what works is I'm on the way to the ocean, so I swim every day, and I know that the salty water magnetizes and takes out everything that I absorbed from people yesterday, or you know, whatever I have to be taken out of my body that doesn't belong to me, it just takes it right out. So for me, that's something I invented as a creator being, which works for me because I believe in it. What you believe in, it's always true for you. It always works for you. So remember that. Okay, enough for now. Have a good day, and don't worry if you want to sleep all the time. That's me. During the day I sleep, at night I'm awake, and it's normal too because everything's shifting and changing. Okay, have a good day. Bye. Bye everybody.